Why, Joel?
One more night, one more dime, one more worm on right. First one in, last one out. Even this town lost to talking back. They don't know, they don't know. People say I got a drinking problem. That ain't no reason to stop. People saying that I've hit rock bottom just 'cause I'm living on the rock. It's a broken heart thinking problem. So pulling the bottle off the wall. People say I've got a drinking problem, but I've got no problem drinking it all. Keep on talking, draw conclusions. Call it a problem, call it a solution. Last car gets later and later. Come in here so I don't have to hate. Same old phones, same old songs, same old blue neon. Same old buzz, just because people say I've got a drinking problem. That ain't no reason to stop. People saying that I've hit rock bottom just 'cause I'm living on the rock. It's a broken hearted thinking problem. So pull the bottle off the wall. People say I've got a drinking problem, but I've got no problem drinking it all. Keep on talking, draw conclusions. Call it a problem, call it a solution. Sitting here in all my grand illusions. Call it a problem, call it a solution. Problem. Just pull the ball off the wall. People say I've got a drinking problem, but I've got no problem drinking it all. Keep on talking, draw conclusions. Call it a problem, call it a solution. Sitting here in all my grand illusions. Call it a problem, call it a solution.
The best internet radio stations around.
I don't wanna know, no, who's taking you home, home, and loving you so. The way I used to love you, no, I don't wanna know, no, who's taking you home, home, and loving you so. The way I used to love you, oh, I don't wanna know. Wasted. And the more I drink, the more I think about you. Oh, no, I can't take it. Baby, every place I go reminds me of you.
Are you happy now?
it from this one, hear it from that one, that you got someone new. Yeah. I see but don't believe it. Even in my head, you're still in my bed. Maybe I'm just a fool. Do you think of me and what we used to be? What we used to be. Now that I'm not around, now I'm acting strange. You bring up your name. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? I don't wanna know, no, who's taking you home, I'm loving you so. The way I used to love you, no, I don't wanna know, who's taking you home, I'm loving you so. The way I used to love you, I don't wanna know.
No more please stop, no more hashtag booed up screenshots. No more trying to make me jealous on your birthday. You know just how I make you better on your birthday. Oh, do you like this? Do you will you like this? Do you let it down for you, touch you, pull you like this? Matter of fact, never mind, we gon' let the past be. Maybe it is right now, but your body still
I
me.
don't wanna know, who's taking you home, I'm loving you so. The way I used to love you, no, I don't wanna know, who's taking you home, I'm loving you so. The way I used to love you, I don't wanna know, who's taking you home, I'm loving you so. The way I used to love you, no, who's taking you home, I'm loving you so. The way I used to love you, I don't wanna know.
This is the local music spotlight here on Lake Effect Radio. Solace, another game.
Don't know that I got one thing on my mind. I wanna take a little piece of you with me, then maybe I'll be fine. Because I know I need a little assurance to get me on my way. She said you've got another thing coming out, and there's a price you pay. You've gone the lengths to hide your lies. I feel a little paranoia, what's behind my back? You tell me run to fill the void inside. Because I know I need a little bit of to get me on my way. She said you've got another thing coming out, and there's a price you pay. Oh. Supposed to be the one for me. Now I know you'll never change. Now I am stuck in the middle of playing another game. Supposed to be the one for me. Now I know you'll never change. Now I am stuck in the middle of playing another game.
Check.
You were supposed
Check. Got it.
Check.
Wishing you come sweeping in the way you did before. And I wonder if I ever cross your mind. For me it happens all the time. It's 1:15. I'm a little drunk and I need you now. Said I wouldn't call, but I lost all control and I need you.
Hello, Lakeland. It is a kind of crummy mid to morning afternoon. I am here with
Sam
and George.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. All right. So they are what's called BlueRadio. They're a band that actually performed here on, I believe it was Monday. And how you guys doing?
We're doing all right.
Just fine.
All right. So we're going to just start off with a few questions. We were kind of saying that earlier.
Sure.
For starters, what inspired you to get into music? Like, how did everything start with the both of you?
Well, I mean, both of us have been music fans for all our lives. For me, when I started playing music was fifth grade. Fifth grade, I played the clarinet for the school band, and then just went from there. So I play clarinet, I play bassoon, I play saxophone, I play bass guitar for the band, and sing.
I started off also in fifth grade. I played percussion, but in, I think, eighth grade, I started playing the guitar. And I don't know, I've always, actually, as long as I can remember, I've been writing songs, albeit a lot of the ones a long time ago were truly awful pieces of just words on paper. But I've always written songs, and this is just a continuation of that.
So BlueRadio really started when Sam wanted to form a band to play the music that he was writing. That was late 2012.
Yeah.
I said, well, show me how to play the bass, and I'll do
I,
that.
of course, said no. I didn't say no. I said yeah.
So we picked up one of Sam's schoolmates played the guitar for us, and we kind of went through a revolving carousel of drummers. But we were a 4-piece rock band for a long time, and now we're kind of in a transitional phase. We're kind of seeing what shape the band is going to be taking. So right now it's kind of just Sam and I.
All right.
Part
So
of it- sorry.
Oh, that's okay. So you were saying you started this around 2012. It's always definitely been at least the two of you. How many other people, I guess you could say, came in and out over the past, 6 years?
Well, our guitar player, Derek Carr, has been with us more or less since the beginning.
Yeah, since like the second or third practice.
Drummers, the classic BlueRadio lineup was the two of us, Derek and Adam Duncan. That's sort of what you could call the classic BlueRadio lineup.
Yeah, because Adam was with us for like 2 years, and before that we had, I think, 2 other drummers.
Mhm.
And
then after Adam, we had 2 temporary drummers.
oh yeah, and now, like I said, it's just kind of a transition. Part of it has to do with the fact that I'm about to graduate from college, and that is a whole thing.
That's a whole other chapter.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So I guess even starting in 2012, did you know right off the bat that you wanted to be called BlueRadio, or how did that sort of come about?
We were looking so hard for a name, trying to find one we could agree with.
We disagreed on a lot of names.
One that didn't sound too melodramatic, but
Right.
also didn't sound too jokey.
Right.
BlueRadio, just I was walking one day and I just thought, color object does not mean anything. BlueRadio, I like it.
He got home and mentioned the name to me, and I thought that's too serious. No,
Because
No.
everybody when we were starting out would ask me, BlueRadio like the color blue, or is the radio sad?
That's a good point.
Just
yeah.
blue, just the color blue.
Yeah, I was kind of opposed to it until I drew like a blue radio with the cartoon letters saying Blue Radio above it, and I thought, you know what? That looks good. It looks good.
Were there any prototypes before the name, like any that you thought might have replaced Blue Radio or any sense?
Not really.
Yeah.
There were a lot that got thrown around, but none really stuck.
Yeah.
All right. So you were saying how you initially started writing like lyrics. Were there any methods that you used to go into that, or did you just write what was in your head?
I didn't start adopting methods until maybe high school, because before that I don't know, didn't write well. But I've used a few different methods. A lot of times I do just write, I guess, what's in my head, but if I just wrote like that, I wouldn't end up with the songs that I do. It's kind of hard to talk about songwriting methods because it's just something that is really diverse for me, and it's never the same way twice.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I also haven't written anything new in a couple months, so
That's okay. You still have the ones that you do have, and actually you're going to be performing for us. So, do you want to introduce the first song that you're going to play for us?
Yeah, sure. We're actually going to... Do you want to play Musetta's Waltz first?
Sure.
Yeah. If there are any opera fans out there, we're going to play an arrangement of a Giacomo Puccini song from the opera La Bohème called Musetta's Waltz.
yeah, so get ready.
All right.
I'm actually going to push the mic away a little bit.
In case I breathe loudly or something.
Wow, that was really, really cool. That was so beautiful.
Thank you. Fans of the movie Moonstruck will recognize that as the love theme.
I was just going to bring that up. That is like one of my favorite all-time movies with Cher and Nicolas Cage. And I've heard that like over the course of 10 years, every single time I watch it. That's like my favorite song out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's something we listen to a lot when we're cooking.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, George. That's George's cooking.
That's the Moonstruck soundtrack is my cooking.
Weirdly enough, it's a Crowded House album that's my cooking music. So
Sam and I are brothers, so we share an apartment, and it makes it easier to practice together.
Nice. So obviously, like, you've seen the movie and you've heard the song before. How did you come up with the collaboration with the saxophone and the electric guitar?
Trial and error. I learned to play the melody on the saxophone when I started learning it. My classical training is in wind instruments, and I wanted to pick up another one, so a couple months ago I got this. This is my great uncle's saxophone. I got it restored, and instead of taking lessons and trying to learn it like I would have done when I was younger, learning instruments, I just kind of started learning songs that I liked, and one of them is that melody because I really like it. So I learned how to do that and practiced it and figured it out. And then Sam's a talented musician. He can figure out just by ear. Just by ear, he can figure out what chords to play. So
that's really cool. How long, I guess, would you say that kind of took? I mean, even individually learning your parts and then having to come together and play it together obviously is a bit different than doing it on your own because you have to be at the same pace and all of that.
For me to learn it, it was over the course of a day or two, a few hours.
This is the third time that I've played this.
To put it together, 20 minutes this morning.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because I know that George plays that melody and I like it. You know, how can you not like that? But we just decided that we were going to try that one out today.
Wow, that was seriously beautiful. I loved that so much.
Thank you.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a quick break.
Sure.
Give you guys some time to rest. And in the meantime, we're going to listen to Saint Motel. So see you after the break.
When you get stuck, you hit the wall of the writer's block. You need a spark, a light in the dark, so get you out of your head and into your heart. Taking a walk on the wild side, something in the way she moves. Candle in the wind and it's blowing everywhere we go. All these girls got something going on. Met in a club, her name was Lola. Champagne tasting Coca-Cola in the hands of my love. And no, my love does it good. All us boys need something that they got. This one's for Lise, Norma Jean, Patty Boyd and Carole King, Hollywood Lawn, Linda Eastman, Candy Darling. Got it started with a song. This one's for Lise. The muses of the Greeks and Romans, still the immortal beloved Beethoven, they all lit a spark, and you know that they got it going. Shout out to the girl over there in my chair. Whoa, Elise, Norma Jean, Patty Boyd and Carole King, Hollywood Lawn, Linda Eastman, Candy Darling. Got it started with a song. This one's for Lise. This one's for Lise, Norma Jean, Patty Boyd and Carole King, Hollywood Lawn, Linda Eastman, Candy Darling. Got it started, Lise. This one's for Elise. Ooh, this one's for Elise. Ooh, this one's for Elise.
Dear Marie, tell me what it was I used to be. Oh dear Marie, tell me what it was I used to be. And if you're further up the road, can you show me what I still can't see? Remember me, I'm the boy you used to love when you were 15. Remember me, I'm the boy you used to love when you were 15. Now I wonder what you think when you see me in a magazine. From time to time go looking for your photograph online. From time to time I go looking for your photograph online. Some county judge in Ohio's all I ever find. Dear Marie, tell me, do you still believe in me? Oh dear Marie, tell me, do you still believe in me? Well, I got my dream, but you got a family. Yeah, I got that dream, but you got yourself a family. Yeah, I got that dream, but I guess it got away from me.
I've been wrong, go wrong, throwing me a sharp right. It's not a picture perfect life, not what I had in mind. Let me bomb. Let me cherry bomb. Cherry bomb.
All right, so we're back now with Blue Radio, and we're going to start up the whole thing again. We're going to ask some more questions for you guys, and then they're going to play a cover song in just a few minutes. So, kind of backtracking a little bit, what were some of the first tunes or songs that you were teaching yourselves once you became a band?
We started off with originals because we started off with me having I'm going to say rich catalog of songs, but I think that may be a pompous word to use, but we started off with originals. The first cover that we learned was Just Like Heaven by The Cure. Mm-hmm. Other than that, it was 3 originals, and I say 3 when I hold up 4 fingers, but because we got together for a Battle of the Bands that ended up not happening. So when we learned that, my neighbor at the same time was putting together a charity event that he invited us to play. So I just came to the guys and I was like, how would you like to learn 7 more songs very quickly? And
we did.
Yeah, and we nailed it.
So in learning, I guess, your first songs and how to play, did that establish what genre you wanted to, I guess, promote as a band? Like, in playing those songs, was it exactly like one genre that you wanted to do, or did you want to branch out and do a couple?
We already knew the sound that we were kind of going for.
One of the things, like, I, as a songwriter, write very diversely, very different styles. So that the kind of the struggle at times was to bring everything into one band. When I started off writing, I basically just wanted to be the Strokes, but it did not take long for me to start wanting to be a bunch of different things.
But by virtue of the same 4 people playing the songs,
that's what
they
really
kind of developed a unified sound.
Yeah, because I think some of the sound comes from the equipment. My guitar has a certain sound. My amps that I play through have a certain way they make that sound. Mm-hmm. And our voices, we have the voices that we have, and that affects the sound.
Yeah, we should make abundantly clear to the listeners that what we're playing today is very different from what we usually do.
Yeah, it's a bit of an experiment.
Usually us singing a lot, lots of guitars.
Yeah.
This is a little bit of an experiment.
So hope you're enjoying it.
Hopefully.
So, I guess in continuing your experiment, what would be the cover song that you're going to perform for us today?
Well, in keeping with the theme of music from movies, we're going to play a song from Grease. This is the saxophone solo called Alone at the Drive-In Movie.
Very cool. All right.
I'm going to stand up, actually. That's a good idea.
Wow, that was very, very cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very cool. That's actually, not to say not as well known as other songs in Greece, but what made you choose that specific song instead of like the ones that are iconic?
I have been trying to learn that song since I started learning the clarinet in 5th grade. I just like the way it sounds. I like the melody. And never could really figure it out until a couple weeks ago.
Oh, so this is all very recent that you're
Yes.
kind of starting to get this going.
Yeah, George just picked up the saxophone a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like,
Wow.
yeah.
That's all.
Right?
That's insane. Wow. So you're saying you played the clarinet, and being kind of a bandy myself, I know slightly the transitioning, but from clarinet to saxophone, how does that kind of differ from each other?
The main, we're gonna music nerd out for a little bit. The fingering system is different. The key placement, the different hardware. It's not too much of a difference. The main thing is most of your instruments that you hear, like guitar, they're pitched to the key of C. Clarinet is in the key of, the regular clarinet is in the key of B flat, and the alto saxophone is in the key of E flat. So the way the music is written, if you play a C on the saxophone, it's a different note from a C on the guitar, and that's a different note from C on the clarinet. So you have to transpose, which means you have to know which notes are being played across the band.
Right.
And my main instrument was bassoon, which was a concert C instrument. So when I picked up the saxophone, I really had to get back into the mindset of transposing music.
So these songs that we're doing, George is playing in E flat, or playing in C, but I'm playing in E flat for me. So that kind of...
Luckily, I have a studied music theorist to rely on.
I took music theory in my senior year.
Right.
Thought it was a great class. No, my junior year of high school.
See, that's just so cool, because you just said you started playing the saxophone a few months ago, which means that all that transposing that you've had to do only took place in a few months, which is, like, I literally have no words to say, like, how freaking cool that is. That's insane.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're insane.
A little bit.
In a good way, definitely.
Maybe.
So, I'm going to get slightly philosophical. Apologize for that.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
So far, you've played two songs that are pretty well known for being in certain movies. Even aside from like movie soundtrack songs, what kind of image do you think when you're playing people have of the songs that you are playing, even if they are from movies?
Ooh, interesting question.
As far as the image, in visual terms, I want people to think of us and what we look like.
I think to explain Sam a little bit.
Thank you. Please do.
I think what Sam is saying is that rather than try to present an image, we try to be ourselves.
Yeah, yeah.
I hesitate to say something as cliche as stay true or anything like that, but I think a lot of people who play music, and especially a lot of people starting out, get very wrapped up in the image of it.
That's a good point.
And there's a place for that, definitely. But we've been playing for long enough that we've kind of gone back to the basics and started thinking less about image and more about the music and why we started playing music in the first place. And that's for the love of just creating music out of the air inside the instruments.
Or in my case, the pickups on my instruments.
Right. Yeah, there's something really wild and empowering about the act of creation in and of itself. And it goes deeper than, do I look cool in this jacket and these sunglasses?
Right. This one time, one of my friends was talking to me. He was like, talking about how I guess he didn't feel like he was being creative, and he was like, "Sam, you create something new like every day." And I had never thought of it that way before, and I was very flattered.
Very cool. Definitely. Well, I very much enjoyed all these soundtracks that you're doing because I'm kind of an old school person. I listen to all old school music. I watch all these old school movies, and I very much appreciate you guys doing this in present day because sometimes people forget that those kinds of things are out there for sure. And speaking of sort of old school things, we're going to take another break and transition to Creedence Clearwater Revival, so stay tuned.
Someone told me long ago there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time.
to the rhythm of a wild heart that beats like a broken drum. Saw you standing on the corner, I saw you standing on your own, and I get the feeling that it's all a dream, and I wanna get up to the rhythm of a wild, to the rhythm of a wild heart that beats like a drum. When I fall asleep, I can see your face. What I lost in you, I will not replace. And I could run away, I could let them down, but I will remember your light. Your light, it follows me in darkness. I'm trying hard, but I can't win. And I've played the victim for a long, long time, and I wanna go up from the rhythm of a young, from the rhythm of a young heart. It leads just like a river runs. Tonight I sit over the parkway. The summer's gone and I'm alone, and I get the feeling that you're somewhere close, and I wanna get up to the rhythm of your wild, to the rhythm of your wild heart. It beats since you've gone. When I fall asleep, I can see your face. What I lost in you, I will not replace. And I could run away, I could let them down, but I will remember. When I fall asleep, I can see your face. What I lost in you, I will not replace. And I could run away, I could let them down, and I know you're gone, but still I will remember your light. If you see me in the darkness, I hope you know I'm not alone. I carry you with every breath I take, and I won't let up, I won't let up, until the wind is gone.
And welcome back again. We are in the concluding session of our radio show today. And Blue Radio, who's still here with us, is going to perform actually one of their own original songs. So if you want, you could talk a bit about that before you begin.
Sure. Well, what we're about to play, I hesitate to give it a name. It's actually going to be mostly improvised, because I, for one, have been getting into jazz lately after for many years kind of disdaining jazz as old people's music and just noise. I started getting into it and enjoying it more, and I've tried to bring Sam along with me. So this is going to be a little just a little bit of improvisation for you. Hopefully it sounds good, gets you in the mood to enjoy this gray, rainy day.
All right, well, the floor is yours. Have at it.
Thank you.
Wow, for an experiment, that was insanely good. Like I don't think I could accept the fact that you said that was improvised in an experiment. That was seriously good.
Well,
very cool.
Yeah, I guess it all kind of just comes down to key signature.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful concept.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, in kind of concluding and pushing everything towards the end, kind of a last question. Do you get nervous at all before these kind of performances or even performing in front of much bigger crowds?
Speaking just for me, not really. I think if you don't get a little hyped up beforehand, then you're missing something. But I don't really get nervous anymore just because I've been doing this for so long. But
yeah.
there's a little nervous energy to it. I definitely get energized.
Right. I get really excited, and I don't know, it makes me move around a lot. But that's one of my things is on stage is I move around a lot, so it's kind of just like it primes me for that. So I wouldn't call it nervous as much as I call it excited.
Fair point. All right. So for the people who are listening out in the Breakers area and for people listening online, where would be maybe the next place they could see or hear you guys? Or maybe even you could list some of the places we were talking about that you have online for them to listen to you.
Yeah, sure. I'd say the next place you can hear us is online. Check out our YouTube channel. It's just BlueRadio. Just BlueRadio. Usually you just search BlueRadio Television because one of our big songs, air quotes, is called Television. You can find that on YouTube, or you can go to blueradio1.bandcamp.com. You can see both of our EPs there. And that's I think gives a link to our Facebook page. If you just Google Blue Radio Band, we should be the first or second result, our Facebook page, where you can get everything from there.
You'll see our handsome faces.
Yeah. We got some videos on YouTube, but we got 2 EPs. We got some live videos, some in-studio videos. It's a good time.
Despite what we've been playing today, if you'll like Blue Radio's recorded stuff if you're a fan of, say, Weezer,
The Strokes,
Dinosaur Jr., 90s radio rock.
Right. Or if you like songs about space, because we have one song about space.
Very cool. Well, it was an extreme pleasure for me to meet you guys and get to sit and talk to you. If you want to listen to any more of them, you could go to, I believe you said Spotify, their YouTube
Oh,
channel.
yeah, Spotify. We're on Spotify.
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio, there you
Apple
go.
Music.
Apple
we're
Music.
we're all over the place.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, it was extreme pleasure for you to meet you, speak to you. And that actually concludes our show right there. So thank
Thanks
you,
for
Sam.
having
Thank you,
us.
George.
Thank you. Have a good day, everyone.
Yeah, well, we will give you guys back to your regularly scheduled program with some M. Ward. See you, Lakeland.